Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the Shoe in Hickory, North Carolina, as Lenoir-Rhyne Bears take on the Limestone Saints in their annual Play for K game, which is Play for K is the largest fundraising initiative to the K Yao Cancer Fund. And we welcome you courtside for the Play for K game, as the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears are 7-11 on the season versus Limestone. They are 11-7, and these games are starting to mean something. 8 games left before the tournament. Both teams really trying to fight their way in. The Bears 6-10 in the conference, looking to fight their way in. Like I said, 8 games till the tourney, needing to focus on defense. As I'm Chris Rickenbaugh, alongside my broadcast partner, Anthony Brown, we welcome you to the Shoe in the annual Play for K game. This is the 15th anniversary, and we got a good matchup along the Bears. A couple games behind the Saints in the beginning, but as we turn to the keys to the game for the Bears, their biggest objective today is to play defense. I talked to Hannah McClung earlier, and they said defense generates offense, and they need to sit and defend and have some pride about their defense and know where Cargo and McCray are during the whole game, because those are the big Saints, and they are going to get after it. And they need to rebound and win the battle at the glass. They're averaging 36 rebounds per game, and they need to limit turnovers. They had 18 average on the season and 17 against Queens earlier in this week. But being strong at the glass, they have 5 second chance points, averaging 36 rebounds per game. So rebounding is going to be huge against a team that's just a little bit better and shooting a little bit better than the Bears today.
And this is a Limestone team that throughout the season has been out-rebounded, one of the few flaws in their game. So I think that's a good place for the Bears to start attacking. Got to take care of the ball, can't let them get easy run-outs, and it will be about stopping the shooters on the outside.
Absolutely. And as we head into the break, or we're actually going to take a look at our the visiting team's lineup, the Limestone Saints. And now we're taking a look at the starting lineup for the Saints. You got Quinn Bird, Reagan Cargo, Kalisha Hill, Reagan McCray, and Jackson Destiny starting for the Saints. And their big player in the matchup today is going to be Quinn Bird. She can definitely put points on the board. She had 22 points and 2 rebounds and 2 steals versus their last game at Coker. And now as we turn over to the Bears starting lineup, you're going to see Hannah McClung, the veteran, the senior, Brandy Hudson, who's been lighting up the scoreboard lately, Megan Landseedle, Emily Harmon, the SAC Freshman Player of the Year, going to be in our head-to-head matchup too. And then Maddie Dillinger, the freshman, whose defense and offense under the bucket has been really tough to compete with for the Bears. Emily Harmon, what can't you say about her? 15.7 points per game, 7 rebounds, averaging, and then 39 steals on the season. As you're taking a look at today's head-to-head matchup, really, really close. Bird averaging just a couple more points per game, but Emily Harmon out-rebounding by about 4. And that's really huge because rebounding's been a huge thing for the Bears, and that's how you put those second chance points up on the board. Now they only had 5 second chance points earlier in this week, but as you go down these stats, they're just about even in shooting from the field and then the three-point percent. Now, both teams really don't shoot a whole lot of threes, so it'll be interesting to see if they can protect the inside and make the other team shoot those shots.
The other important part is Quinn Bird. She is what makes this Saints team go. She has 11 times this year led her team in scoring, and they are 8-3 in those games. So if you're the Bears, you got to make sure you contain her because everybody gets going off of what she can do.
Absolutely. And we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back before game time right here on the Bear Sports Network on the SAC Live.
If you play hard, if you use your feet to chase fitness goals, if you stand all day at work. Introducing True Energy Infrared Technology Socks. These may be the best socks you ever wear. Our yarn is infused with infrared nanoparticles. Your body's natural heat ignites these tiny particles, producing infrared energy that improves circulation and stimulates cellular recovery. It's not magic, it's rocket science. The perfect sock for your active life, for fitness, performance, recovery. Proven innovation to ignite your true energy.
Paramount Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Moret Stadium is an iconic part of LR Athletics, hosting games, tailgating, marching band competitions, sports camps, and graduation ceremonies. The stadium serves as a valued focal point for the greater Hickory area. The time has come to renovate the stadium to allow LR to continue to offer our student athletes, fans, and the community an exceptional experience.
Emergencies don't wait. Get to the hospital. Accidents happen. Get well soon. When it hurts to move forward, tackle your pain. Don't make your health wait. See your doctor. Your health means everything.
And we are back here for In the Shoe while the Bears take on the Limestone Saints. And we are about to get this thing rocking. Opening introductions for both teams going on right now. And we can go ahead and look at the Saints lineup. As we were talking about Quinn Bird and Reagan Cargo and Kalisha Hill. Bird, Cargo, and McCray are their biggest scorers. Bird averaging 17 points per season and 3 rebounds, and Cargo 15 points and 4 rebounds. And as you see on your screen, the play for K, the K overview, since its inception in 2007, the K Yao Cancer Fund has awarded $7.78 million to support scientific research and projects that serve the undeserved in the fight against all cancers affecting women. Play for K is the largest fundraising initiative in the K Yao Cancer Fund. And K Yao motto, when life kicks you, let it kick you forward. We have little or no control over what happens to us in life, but we have 100% control over how we will respond. This is their 15th anniversary. And that's why the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears are donning their pink uniforms today. Always love seeing it out on the court.
This is one of my favorite games of the year, not just because of the meaning behind it, but the uniforms. You see it all across the country. Everybody comes together for the Play for K games. And hopefully the Bears can come out today and give us some great basketball to go with it.
Absolutely. And the focus for today's game is about stopping the clock against all cancers affecting women. This year, the K Yao Cancer Fund is bringing attention to triple-negative breast cancer and its disproportionate effects on black women. As the Bears are about to go back into their starting lineup, got a little bit of a couple different names coming in. Emily Harmon. We've heard that name for about the past 2 years nonstop. What a dynamic player. Maddie Dillinger, the senior, Hannah McClung, Brandy Hudson. Let's take a second to talk about Brandy Hudson because we've been talking about Emily Harmon for the past 2 years, and now Brandy Hudson has actually passed her in points per game. Harmon averaging 15.7, Hudson averaging 16.4. She's gotten on a run. And the Bears have just found something with her under the bucket, really just being able to bully her way down into the paint and get those points for the Bears. And you've seen the effects of it. The Bears have been able to get a couple more points on the board. Hudson shooting lights out, 52% from the field. That's coming from down low and bullying in the paint, and she also has an average of 5 rebounds per game.
I think Hudson is the key. When we look at the last time these two teams faced off, it was a narrow 2-point loss for the Bears, and Hudson really didn't dominate the game the way she has been lately. The Bears are going to always rely on Harmon and Dillinger to give them the points that they expect to get, but Hudson, she's got to be able to dominate on the glass today and just show that presence, that physicality that kind of gets her team going.
Yeah, in their last game against Queens, 44 points in the paint, 18 fast break points. Really contributed to their win and got them ahead. And we're about to see what the Bears have in store for us today in their pink uniforms in the annual Play for K game. Let's get it going. The Saints are going to take the opening tip. Bird taking it on the right side of the court. The Saints really trying to set up their offense and get down inside where they can take those high percentage shots. Just like that, a really tough shot right off the back by Kalisha Hill starting the game for the Saints.
And immediately you see the Saints go into some pressure, trying to force the turnovers.
Yeah, the press is going to be really big for today. The Bears need to be really precise with their passing. Bird dishing it out. A long three is going to be a little bit off. Rebounded by Hudson.
And you can see then on missed buckets, the Saints will fall back into what's a 1-2-2 zone.
Yeah, the Bears trying to get down inside the paint, and the Saints just not letting that happen. In a big steal by Destiny Jackson. Coming back up the court. That's Cargo. Pass inside. Tough shot inside by Hill. It's going to give the Bears back the ball. Harmon taking it up the court. A wide open shot. Dillinger down low. We've seen that play too many times this season. Put 2 on the board for the Bears.
Good job right there. Just keep attacking. They took some possessions that they didn't really like, and that time they got the shot they wanted.
Bird with the handles, not able to get it down. That's going to be rebounded by the Bears.
This game has a lot of pace early.
Yeah, Saints, really good defense. Not letting Hudson get down low. Denied.
Big block there, but then a turnover gets the ball right back to the Bears. This game's got a lot of energy early. It feels like these teams were ready to play.
I was just about to say that. Both benches on their feet getting excited. Quite a few fans in the stands today. This is going to go back to being the Bears' ball. Harmon having some trouble getting it out, and that's going to be stolen by the Saints. Bird taking it up the court. Tries an over-under, not going to happen.
Good defense right there.
That's going to go the Saints' way. Hudson lowers the shoulder. That's going to be a foul on her.
And for Hudson, that's going to happen. She plays an aggressive style, attacking the rim, and that's just tip your cast to the Saints. Got in the way and took a charge.
Well, the Saints have really noticed what's been working for the Bears lately. Brandy Hudson down low, now the leading scorer. They knew exactly where they were going to go, so the Bears are going to have to rely on taking shots outside. Just like that, the Saints are taking care, and a big 3 by Reagan McCray. McCray averaging 13 points on the season. She's got 3 on the board already. This press, tough to beat, and an easy pass inside. That's going to force a timeout for the Bears. A little bit too much early for head coach Graham Smith, and we're going to step away, and we'll be right back here on the Bears Sports Network. Back here on the Bear Sports Network, Lenoir-Rhyne versus the Limestone Saints. 2.5 minutes into the game, and the Saints pretty much going all the Saints' way, playing very, very fast. The Bears having a really tough time with the press, as you're watching right now.
And that's what the timeout was about to me, just setting up something different as the pressure is really, really getting to the Bears. But they gotta deal with the physicality, getting a foul call right there.
Yeah, having to play a little bit faster and outside your comfort zone. The Bears are really used to playing fast on that fast break, but after the score, having to inbound the pass, they're having to set up. And the Bears trying to set up and run their plays, that press is so much tougher. So if we watch right here, the Bears being able to set up their play, going to try and get it down low to Hudson, I can imagine. Big three outside. That's going to go in. That's a big shot right there.
Bears needed that. You got to go blow to blow with this Limestone team. Can't get too far behind. They're our first quarter team.
Yeah, down low, tough shot, high percentage though, and that's going to go down for Hill. Bears are really going to have to rely either on the three or really just finding a different way to get down low, as we see Harmon trying to set up the play. Expect another three on the outside. Right here, Harmon takes it, not going to get it to go down.
You called for it, you got it, and it was almost halfway down.
Yeah, especially with the Saints protecting so far or so close inside, it's going to be really, really tough for the Bears to play their normal game with Hudson and Dillinger. So it's going to make Emily Harmon shoot a little bit just like that. And something I had marked on my sheet, if Emily Harmon gets hot, watch out. Down low, and that's going to be a foul. It's going to go the Saints' way. It's going to be on Dillinger, personal foul, and that's going to send Hill to the line.
I think the Bears might want to readjust how they're doing this token press, because it's been beat pretty easily now by the Saints 3 times, this time leading to a foul that takes them to the line.
That first one's going to go down for the Saints, 10-7, as they extend their lead. Yeah, still only 4 minutes into the game, lots of energy. And that second one's going to go down as well for Hill, and she's going to tag out. And that's going to be Von Shayla Webb checking in, the senior from Travelers Rest, South Carolina.
Just bringing in more speed off the bench.
Yeah. Hudson tossing it back out. She didn't like what she saw. Lots of standing around. Needs to be a little bit more movement. McClung. And that's going to be a double dribble for Dillinger. She had a shot wide open on the outside. I was surprised she didn't take it.
Dillinger seems a little frustrated right now by the pace and the physicality on defense. Not really getting her look. She passed up an open three.
Yeah, going to have to take those open shots with how well the Saints defense is playing right now. Saints, really good movement, playing a little bit faster than the Bears would like to see. Wow, what a shot. Destiny Jackson with a stolen pass up for the layup.
Bears need a bucket here right now. They're reeling a little bit. Don't want to let this one get on a run too far out of your reach.
Yeah, feed the hot hand. You got to take the three. Got to start taking some shots. Wide open in the corner. Not enough on it. Great rebound by Emily Harmon, leading rebounder on the team.
Another corner three on the way.
Another great rebound by Harmon. Tosses the shot up. Big rebound, second chance points. That's going to be Dillinger down low.
4 shots at it right there. Big. That's very important for the Bears. Got to dominate on the glass.
But why they got those points was the rebounding, and that's a good open shot. Not going to be able to get it to go down. The Bears need to keep rebounding to be able to extend those shots. 9 rebounds so far already. Open in the corner. Big three. Not going to get it. Keep taking that shot, though. She's wide open. Wide open three. Not going to get it. Yeah, Bird deciding to take that shot was wide open along the perimeter, and I think that's going to take us into our, I guess it's not going to be the media timeout, but we'll stay here. Ball with the Saints. Expect these teams to take an open shot when they get it. Bird with the handles. McClung's defense rattles her a little bit. Good. Back down low. Backdoor pass, and that's going to be Shania Caldwell.
The Saints right now, they're just moving better than the Bears on both offense and defense, making things really difficult.
Surprised that wasn't a backcourt violation. Hudson just misses the pass, took her eye off the ball.
Bears trying to say that ball was tipped, but not to the officials' sight.
I believe it was tipped by Hudson, so that's going to be a good call by the officials there. Bird, no points on the day so far, but dishing it out pretty well. A wild shot. That's going to be Hannah Stoll in the number 4 today. Checking into the game. Subbing out Dillinger.
Normally we see Stoll in 13 today. She's going to wear 4, as you mentioned.
Yeah, this press is suffocating the Bears defense. Good pass downside, good movement. That's going to be Hudson down low. That's their bread and butter that they've been trying to get all game so far.
And as you said, they've been trying to get that all game. That's the best the Bears have executed, breaking the press. Now let's see if they can get a stop here.
Really tough defense. Bird, that's going to be stolen by Stoll. And we're going to see what the call is. That's going to be called on Bird, and that's going to stick with the Bears.
Pretty good foul right there by Bird, not allowing the run out.
Yeah, Harmon needs to keep dribbling and really challenge this press, and that's Stoll thrown into the bleachers over there. Hopefully she's all right.
It's not a comfortable fall, especially when you're in the corner. It gets real tight.
No, that's not going to be fun for anybody over there. But the Bears are going to stick with the ball. Having to beat that press, I think once everybody kind of takes a second and breathes, they'll be able to figure out that press a little bit more and be able to challenge it, because there's definitely more opportunities when there's 3-on-1. There's got to be somebody open on the court.
Looking for Hudson on the inside is the Bears.
Wide open shot. That's Stoll. Put 3 on the board for her. Saints trying to respond, and they do. Big 3 by Reagan McCray.
What about Hannah Stoll coming out on fire, giving a jolt of energy?
Feed the hot hand, and that's what they're doing. Stoll in the corner, just a little bit off. It's going to be a rebound for the Saints. Those offensive rebounds for the Bears is what's going to need to be taken care of today. Those second chance points are going to be huge, as we saw a little bit ago. And Bird, with how quick she is in that movement, she's going to get a call on her.
Nice travel right there. The Bears are doing a good job. The Saints, they're running a lot of screens, a lot of off-ball movement like you want in an offensive set, but the Bears are just floating through it pretty well, making everything muddy and difficult. Bird right there thought she had a look, hesitated, ends up traveling.
Yeah, putting some fresh legs in the game. That's going to be Alyssa Wagner coming in, as well as Blakely Crooks. Wagner's been out for a couple months with a broken finger, and I talked to her the other day, and she said it's still broken, but she's going to power through it. It's going to be really tough to shoot with a broken finger.
Yeah, I expect the Saints to try to make her
Big
attack.
steal by the Saints. Can they capitalize? No, but that's going to send them to the line. That was Cargo with the foul. Excuse me, AB.
You're good.
Go ahead.
Good. I was just going to say, offensively right now for the Bears, they're too stagnant up top. Every time it's up top, the Saints are just fanning out, and they're all over the passing lanes. Bears got to find some more movement.
That's one down for Cargo. She's going to have another here. Both go down for Cargo. She's going high, and I think that faked out the defender. But that's going to send her to the line. Sinks the first one.
Key here for the Bears is make or miss. You got to get back because there's 12.4 seconds left to go. That's plenty of time to get a great look.
Sinks the second one. That's going to bring down the deficit to 2 for the Bears. That's going to be Hudson. She's got 6 points on the day so far. Leading scorer for the Bears. McCray pass down low, and that's going to be a bucket for Kalisha Hill. Hill's got 8 points today, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Bears trailing the Saints 18-22, and we'll be back right after this break.
Moret Stadium is an iconic part of LR Athletics, hosting games, tailgating, marching band competitions, sports camps, and graduation ceremonies. The stadium serves as a valued focal point for the greater Hickory area. The time has come to renovate the stadium to allow LR to continue to offer our student athletes, fans, and the community an exceptional experience.
Play hard if you use your feet to chase fitness goals. If you stand all day at work. Introducing True Energy Infrared Technology Socks. These may be the best socks you ever wear. Our yarn is infused with infrared nanoparticles. Your body's natural heat ignites these tiny particles, producing infrared energy that improves circulation and stimulates cellular recovery. It's not magic, it's rocket science. The perfect sock for your active life, for fitness, performance, recovery. Proven innovation to ignite your true energy.
Back here in the shoe, Lenoir-Rhyne taking on the Limestone Saints in their annual Play for K game, 1 quarter down. Saints leading 22-18 over the Bears. What we saw in the first quarter was the press really suffocating the Bears, but they started to figure it out late in the second quarter, or in the first quarter, excuse me. Wagner wide open, a quick pass inside, and Dillinger's not able to wrangle it. And that's going to give the ball back to the Saints. Turnovers were a big topic coming into today's game. The Bears already with 8 turnovers, averaging 18 on the season. They had 17 against Queens early, so you know halfway in the first quarter, that's not what you want to see if you're Graham Smith.
Yes, but they are owning the rebound battle right now, out-rebounding 11-7, and with 3 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, big 3 on the outside. That's Bird, their leading scorer.
Her first points of the day gives a look over as she's trying to get herself going.
Yeah, Emily Harmon suffocated on the edge. She's going to dish it out to Wagner. Lots of room. Stoll driving in. Really crafty play. She was excited about that one. That's 2 on the board for Stoll. And that's going to be her 5th point of the day.
Finally, somebody caught the ball on the outside, a little up fake, and attacked the zone.
Yeah. Saints back in, dishes it down low. I believe that was off the foot. A wrestling match for the ball, and that's going to be a jump ball going the Bears' way. Stoll checks out of the game. Coming in for her is going to be Tilda Lindstrom. Stoll really created a spark with that corner 3. So we'll see what Lindstrom does, getting those wide open in the corner. Crooks has been known for shooting some of those threes. That's going to be against the Saints.
And you can already
down low is really, really tough. Easier to block. Big three on the outside, a high arc, but that's going to miss the basket completely. And the fans here are letting her hear it. Lots of students in the crowd today wearing their pink. It's great to see them back in the stands.
And with this much energy, trying to change the tide of this game right here.
Exactly what you want to see. The Bears playing for K today in their pink uniforms. Pass down low. Crooks. Another two. What a quick play. And that's Bears taking the lead 27-25.
Great play execution, and what a pass right there by Harmon to sell it all the way until the end.
Big three on the outside. Rolls out.
Just a missed opportunity right there. I think Harmon could have got all the way to the rim. Took the floater instead.
Big, tough shot inside.
Call that a block. That's a tough call on the edge.
They're going to call that on Dillinger. It's going to be Dillinger's second foul of the day. Still early to worry about fouls, but she's going to check out of the game. Ball by Bird. He's going to stay here with the Bears. The Bears need to find a way to get it across court instead of stopping and getting caught by the press. That's what I've seen so far. When they play fast and pass, they're going to play very, very well. But when it's stop, dribble, hold, and then pass, they're going to get caught every single time. Quick pass to Crooks, not able to get it down.
That's the shot you want, and that's the shot you got to hit, I think, against this defense.
Bird, crafty pass. Too much on the inside. I believe that's going to be a jump ball. Harmon taking it up court, beating the press, dishing it out, and Hudson was just a little bit off on that. She didn't know if she wanted to catch it or not. And that's going to take us into the media timeout, and we'll be right back here inside the shoe here in a moment.
Hey Bears fans, Dave here with Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac, your local hometown dealer since 1967. Come see us in Hickory or Morganton to check out all of GM's hottest new products, the area's largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, and service you can depend on. Visit us online at everettchevy.com. Good luck to the Bears this season, and remember, if you didn't get an Everett deal, you didn't get a deal at all. Go Bears!
But good thing is, every Bear that's been on the court except one has scored, and that's going to be tough defense. Bird taking it up the court, wide open shot, and that's going to be Kalisha Hill. That's going to be her 10th point of the day.
Bird is just too fast in the transition. The Bears cannot afford to turn it over and allow them runouts like that.
Yeah, Harmon taking it up. Kind of a wild shot, going to bounce out. Saints looking to set up their offense. Saints playing really, really fast. This is one of the only times we've seen them kind of calm down, but Bird's going to take it herself and put another two on the board.
That's just a speed mismatch right there. Got to send over some help once Bird makes her attack to the rim.
Yeah, 3 on 2.
I'm going to call a hand check foul right there.
Yeah, going to stay with the Bears. We see Landseedle about to check back into the game. Another shot here in the corner. Dishing it down low to Hudson. That's not going to be the right move. Big steal by the Saints.
Dangerous pass in the first place. Surrounded by a bunch of Saints. Was unable to get it back out.
Yeah, deep down low, a little too much. Going to be a rebound for the Bears. McClung sent it over to Stoll. Pass down low. That pass down low is going to be really, really tough to get the way the Saints are playing right now. With that zone, they can just crowd down into the middle. The Bears' best opportunities are going to be from beyond the arc and creating space for themselves, and they just are not doing that down low right now. Pass into the corner. Stoll. Not enough. Bird taking it up the court. She's going to dish it out. 3 on the corner, and that's going to be Cargo knocking it down. Cargo, that's going to be 9 points for her.
And it's the passing game right now of Bird that's being the difference.
Harmon on the edge, and she's going to respond with her own 3.
Bears needed that desperately.
Yeah, it's going to keep playing fast. Their defense is going to help out their offense, and they really have to take advantage of that.
You got to stop with the live ball turnovers because Bird in the transition, she's just killing them with the passing.
Yeah, the scoring and inbounding just sets up the press, and that's what the Bears can't afford. And that's going to be a 3, and that rattled around and bounced off about everything you could up there, and that's going to be a 3.
And the Bears were holding the Saints down for a while, but now they're shooting at 50%. Both teams are.
Yeah, another big shot. That's going to be by Emily Harmon.
The Saints have hit 7 threes in this first half, 6 in the second quarter.
The Bears play really, really well, but when the other team gets hot from beyond the arc, that's going to be so tough to stop, and that's just what the Saints are doing. Oh, and that was almost another one.
That one was lined up right, just left it a little short. Let's see if the Bears can get a bucket here after getting the stop.
It's going to be down low. Hudson. About 3 or 4 times just in this quarter, we've seen them try to go low for Hudson, and it's just not working out. The Saints' defense is just crowding way too much, so the Bears need to match speed with speed to be able to create those opportunities for points.
And what a run right there by the Saints. After the Bears took a 2-point lead to then take an 11-point lead right after that.
McClung throws one up at the board. That's not going to go down, but that's going to go to the Saints. Something we're seeing is Limestone, they just have more attempts and they have more three-pointers and a couple more trips to the line, and that's really the difference right now.
And that's a byproduct of the turnovers, as you said, and rebounding.
Yeah, 10 turnovers already in this half, and that's not what Graham Smith wants to see. Kind of a wild shot, but that's going to go down. Reagan McCray again. It's going to be 11 points for her. 3 Saints into double digits, excuse me. Stoll going to drive it in.
The Saints are jumping all the passing lanes. The Bears got to be ready to take some shots.
Yeah, it's really tough to get that shot off when somebody's right in your face like that, and then they have 2 people kind of guarding that baseline. The Bears just not able to play down low and get those in the paint points. And that's been so key for them this season. McClung with a 3 and just a little bit off. Lancey will play. Brandy Hudson playing tough and low. She's going to get that to roll down and head into the line for more.
What a move, right?
Double digits heading into the half. That's huge.
It's been the second quarter. Right now it's 25-18 in the second quarter.
Yeah, we expected this game to be close, and the Bears just had to come out, but it doesn't help when the other team is shooting 7 for 13 from the three-point line. 53%. And then knocking down both free throws. They're 100% from the line today. They are 9 for 9.
And it's been a full team effort. I mean, we came in talking about Bird, but she's passing all over the place. And the turnovers for the Bears are killing them. They got to find a way to get some shots and get their stars going too.
Yeah, Stoll with a wide open shot, but they're going to run it down. McClung with the ball, trying to find a way in. Hudson dribbles it in, and she's going to take that shot. Narrows down the lead to 11, and that's going to be the first half. A really, really quick-paced first half. Lots of points on the board. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the second half. And we're going to stick around for halftime as the Play for K, the breast cancer survivors, are going to come out onto the court, and we'll share their stories here in a minute. We'll take a
Science, the perfect sock for your active life, for fitness, performance, recovery, proven innovation to ignite your true energy.
And we welcome you back to halftime as we're going to introduce our breast cancer survivors. And our first one is going to be Kathy. Our first survivor is Kathy Johnson. Kathy was diagnosed with cancer 17 years ago. The team at Fry Medical Center performed a lumpectomy to remove the cancerous lump. Kathy also went through chemo and radiation treatments. Fast forward to January 2020, and after 15 years, the breast cancer returned. This time, the oncology team at Fry performed a double mastectomy to remove the cancer. Thanks to Fry Medical Center's Dr. Parrish, Kathy stands here with us today, cancer-free. Kathy is thankful for the wonderful team at Fry Medical Center and her amazing support group of family, friends, and her church community. Next is going to be Karen Murphy. Karen discovered a lump in her breast after tripping and falling, resulting in a bruise right over the tumor. They were able to catch the cancer high risk of the cancer returning and spreading. With this knowledge, Karen chose to move forward with her chemo treatment so she can watch her grandsons grow up and grow old with her husband. She is especially thankful for the staff at Fry who are like family to her, Every single person at Fry was a part of saving her life. And that's Karen Murphy. And finally, we have Glenda McCorkle. Glenda was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer after feeling a lump that didn't show in her mammogram. Glenda visited with her team at Fry Medical Center for her treatment, where they performed a double now cancer-free. She holds tight to the Bible verse from Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you home and a future. The Lord still has purpose and work for Glenda on this earth. Now her mission is to share her story as encouragement and support others through medical crisis. She regularly gives gas and grocery gift cards to those going through cancer treatment and is very involved in the youth ministry at her church. Very proud of these three women going through.
Hometown ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
Everything the light touches will be yours. You must remember who you are. The one true champion. We are LR.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are LR. We are LR.
If you play hard, if you use your feet to chase fitness goals, if you stand all day at work, introducing True Energy infrared technology socks. These may be the best socks you ever wear. Our yarn is infused with infrared nanoparticles. Your body's natural heat ignites these tiny particles, producing infrared energy that improves circulation and stimulates cellular recovery. It's not magic.
In Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Moret Stadium is an iconic part of LR athletics, hosting games, tailgating, marching band competitions, sports camps, and graduation ceremonies. The stadium serves as a valued focal point for the greater Hickory area. The time has come to renovate the stadium to allow LR to continue to offer our student athletes, fans, and the community an exceptional experience.
Hey Bears fans, Dave Products, the area's largest selection of pre-owned vehicles and service you can depend on. Visit us online at everettchevy.com. Good luck to the Bears this season, and remember, if you didn't get an Everett deal, you didn't get a deal at all. Go Bears!
Emergencies don't wait. Get to the hospital. Accidents happen. Get well soon. When it hurts to move forward, tackle your pain. Don't make your health wait. See your doctor. Your health means everything.
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
Excellence, integrity, care, curiosity. These are the values that define who we are. A community of thinkers, competitors, and achievers passionately pursuing the path of a purpose-driven life. Because at Lenoir-Rhyne University, we are called to greatness. We are LR.
This once-in-a-generation project will give student-athletes an advantage and position Lenoir-Rhyne as a leader in academics and athletics.
Back here on the Bears Sports Network, and you're looking at our halftime stats. Limestone leading the Bears 49-38 at the half, shooting only one more shot than the Bears from the field, but the three-point percent is where they're really hurting the Bears at. And those three three-point shots, they're doing game. But the biggest stat that you're seeing is the three-point percentage.
Three-point percentage killed the Bears. And that second quarter, that's kind of when it took off for the Saints. They went 5 of 7 from deep. And it started with Bird. She's the one that gets the engine going. She came down. She hit a couple of three-pointers, one that got the crowd kind of oohing and on when it was a step-back three, and just let the game come to them, really let them get going. The Bears got to find a way to hit some threes of their own, but also to stop the three-point shooting of the Saints.
Yeah, the Bears, where they've really excelled this season, Brandy Hudson down low. She is their leading scorer, but all the Bears except for one that's been on the court has scored, which is something we don't normally see. We really see Hudson, Harmon, and Dillinger with the most points, and then a couple from Stoll and Lindstrom, but the Bears really having to go out and do some different things to be able to score points and get around that press that's been so tough by the Saints. But if you go over to the Saints scoreboard, Cargo is their leading scorer with 13 points, but you have 4 Saints in double digits right now. And then Quinn Bird has just been so electric for this team. 3 for 5 from beyond the three-point line, 11 points on the day. And that's who you see is
second foul back out there to start. Let's see if she can get going.
Yeah, the Bears really need to take advantage of their points and rebound, make those tough shots, because then they can't set up the press. And that's going to stay with the Bears here. Foul on the Saints.
Turnovers are the other problem. Right now the Bears 10 turnovers to the Saints 5, but it's the points off turnovers. Saints have 14 points off the 10 turnovers of the Bears.
Hudson dishes it out. Long shot for Dillinger. We don't see that very often, just a little bit off the mark.
Not a bad look, though, and I think she could knock that down. Just left it a little short.
I think they're going to call it on McClung.
Yeah, the second bump, I think, is what did it.
Yeah, it looks like an elbow to the head from here, and that's going to get called.
But so you can already see the difference right now for the Bears offensively. They're looking to get the ball inside.
Absolutely. I think they were trying it earlier. McClung, that's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be with the Bears. McClung on defense is just something else. really being able to electrify this team. And what she said coming into today's game is that defense generates the offense.
Tough call right there. I think Hudson feels like she was getting whacked a little bit and shuffled the feet just a tad.
Yeah, needs to move on to the next play. It's 3-on-2 here. Wide open space. Not going to get it to go down. Both the Saints and the Bears were both shooting above 50% from the field coming out of the first half. And now that's down a little bit for the Saints. They've taken a couple more attempts. Yeah, 0 for 4 this half. McClung setting up the offense, trying to get it down low. We'll see how the Saints what they do on defense. That's a lot of room for Brandy Hudson to move around. Dishes it inside. A rocket to the backboard. That's not going to go in. Bird able to run around everybody, and that's going to be with the Bears.
Ooh, I think
Bird's not happy about that one.
Yeah, I think McClung, she did a heck of a defensive job right there.
They're going to call that on McClung. Hannah McClung defending Bird is going to be something that's going to be interesting to watch later, because McClung on defense, very explosive, but Bird on offense is also very explosive. So those two could be a really fun matchup to watch the rest of this game. That shot's going to be a little bit off. That's 0 for 5 now. Wide open in the corner. Landseal knocks it down. Bring it down the lead to 6.
Bears got to find a way to get this crowd into it. They've been a little quiet since they went on that run when they took the lead.
The Bears putting Saints. 14 turnovers for the Bears so far compared to the Saints 9. But the three-point shooting, 8 for 15, over 50%. That's so tough to beat for the Bears.
Yes, it's hard to beat a team when you've turned the ball over more than them, and they're just shooting from outside like they are.
Yeah, shot by Bird, not able to get it. That's going to stay with the Bears, though. That was really close to Landseal getting a finger on it. But we'll see how the Bears handle this press. They've done a little bit of a better job so far. Yeah, it's going to be a steal. Wraps up. Hannah McClung, junk ball. It's going to go to the Saints.
This press, and it's right. It's breaking the half-court line. Right now, the Bears are just struggling to break this half-court line. I think you hit it on the head earlier. Too much side-to-side passing and not enough attacking with body movement.
Yeah, definitely not enough. Definitely not enough movement. They need to go north and south and not east and west.
Cargo should have used a little. Cargo should have used a jump stop right there, shuffled her feet, because that's good, strong defense by McClung.
Almost a kick ball there by Bird, north and south. Gets it to Landseal. Bears came out strong in the first couple minutes, but now they're starting to struggle. Pass down low. Dillinger. Pass outside. McClung way out. But the shot clock was winding down. Saints moving fast again. Great defense by McClung. Going to get the Bears 3-on-2. Hudson with the layup.
And the Bears, they gotta do that. They gotta get some stops and get it to Hudson in the open court, because right now in the half court they're collapsing on her and they need her buckets.
Yeah, 6 for 8, 14 points from the field. A little bit too much there for Jackson. Yeah, Hudson is where they need to go with the ball, except the Saints are doing a really, really good job of defending her. Every time she gets the ball, it'll be 3-on-1, but then she needs to dish it back out, and they need to take that shot along the perimeter. Another kick ball here.
But you see you have a 3-guard front up top, and the Bears are not doing a good job of attacking it. We're going to take our media timeout right here. The Bears going to talk it over, see if they can find a way to narrow down this 7-point deficit. We'll be back on the Bears Sports.
Hey Bears fans, Dave here with Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac, your local hometown dealer since 1967. Come see us in Hickory or Morganton to check out all of GM's hottest new products, the area's largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, and service you can depend on. Visit us online at everettchevy.com. Good luck to the Bears this season, and remember, if you didn't get an Everett deal, you didn't get a deal at all. Go Bears!
Back here on the Bears Sports Network, Saints taking on the Bears. Bears at home here in Hickory, North Carolina, inside Schufer Gymnasium. Bears trailing 54-47 here in the third quarter. Bears are really getting hurt in points off turnovers. The Saints have 19 points compared to the Bears' 10. Playing pretty even inside the paint, but it's been really, really tough for Hudson to get any opportunities. Stoll's back in, number 4 today. She's got 5 points on the day. It's a really quick shot, not able to roll down. Lots of really good open looks, but just not able to get it down. Bears donning their pink uniforms today in the Play for K game. Really easy opportunity there. Second chance points for Von Shayla Webb. Pass to Wagner to Hudson, and that's going to be an easy 2. Good job responding by the Bears, keeping their shooting from the
come help Hudson, who's got 16 points right now.
And the Saints have 11 steals, and that's really been turning over to their points on the other side because they've been able to play so fast and get in position, and then they just play so well off the pass. Big 3 by Bird and knocks it down. 4 3-point shots by Bird.
She just won't allow the Bears to get back in this game. Every time a big play is needed to be made, Bird has stepped up, both passing and shooting from behind the arc.
Yeah, 14 points for her. We're going to call a foul.
I'm going to call an inadvertent whistle. Thought there was a call for a timeout, but there wasn't.
2:13 here left in the third quarter. Being able to cut into that lead. Pass over the side. That's, again, trying to get to Hudson and not able to get it done.
Good job running Gaddy off the three-point line. She's a 50% three-point shooter on the season.
Yeah, really quiet day so far, but not a whole lot of minutes. In the corner. That's McCray, not able to get it down.
Bears need a bucket right here, preferably a quick one.
Stoll again, not enough. That's going to give it back to the Saints.
I mean, that's another good look. That's in transition. Stoll, she just had hit one. She got her feet set under and just left it short, and that's where the difference is right now for the Bears. They're down 7. They're going to have to look to get a big stop here to keep it from being a larger deficit.
Yeah, all three of the Saints' big players, Cargo, McCray, and Bird, are playing around their season averages and points, it's just Kalisha Hill, she had a really good day. She's got 10 points, and that's almost the difference right now, is that Hill got hot right towards the end, or right in the beginning, getting this game started. Bird trying to figure out what she wants to do, setting up the offense. It's going to be one-on-one, driving it in. Good defense by 7-point deficit for the Bears, and we're going to head into the fourth for their annual Play for K game, and we'll be right back after this.
Hey Bears fans, Dave here with Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac, your local hometown dealer since 1967. Come see us in Hickory or Morganton to check out all of GM's hottest new products, the area's largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, and service you can depend on. Visit us online at everettchevy.com. Good luck to the Bears this season, and remember, if you didn't get an Everett deal, you didn't get a deal at all. Go Bears!
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 12.
Back in here for the shoe for the fourth quarter in the Bears annual Play for K game, donning their pink jerseys. Bears behind 7. Saints coming off their worst shooting quarter. That's going to be Wagner off the pass. But the Saints only shot 29% compared to 44 and 56% from the field in the first half. Bears defense able to hold up, but right back to the three-point shot, and that's going to be Reagan McCray. McCray's hit 5 for 7 from beyond the arc today.
And it's not like these are just wide open threes. They're hitting contested shots too. It's the shooting that's different so far in this game.
Yeah, when you've hit 10 three-point shots compared to 6 on the other side, that's a big difference. Stoll not enough on it. The Bears game has been playing inside, getting the ball to Brandy Hudson and Maddie Dillinger, and today the Saints really game planned it really well. They've been able to defend it and kick the ball to the outside, making them shoot a lot of three-point shots and making those easy percentage shots a lot tougher to hit.
And a lot tougher to get. They're really only getting them whenever they can get a stop and get running out in transition like right now, because in the half-court set there really hasn't been anything for Hudson.
Yeah, Stoll with the rebound. Going to kick it to Harmon. Stoll wide open, a little bit off the mark. Saints back on the dribble. Going to kick it out to McCray. Lots of really nice passing and play. Good shot and a little bit off the mark for Kalisha Hill. She was big early in the game. Timeout for the Saints, playing a little bit off the mark. 8:19 left in this game. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Moret Stadium is an iconic part of LR Athletics, hosting games, tailgating, marching band competitions, sports camps, and graduation ceremonies. The stadium serves as a valued focal point for the greater Hickory area. The time has come to renovate the stadium to allow LR to continue to offer our student athletes, fans, and the community an exceptional experience.
Back here on the Bears Sports Network inside the shoe. Bears trailing by 10. A couple of the big stats that we're seeing, points off turnovers. The Saints 19 compared to the Bears 10. A couple more steals for the Saints as well. They've got 12 compared to the Bears 7. And then being able to get those points off those steals and playing fast along with the press, the Saints really put together a good game plan today. But the Bears haven't gone away just yet. It's really been the three-point shooting that the Bears haven't been able to keep up with. Just really not a three-point shooting team. They're 6 for 20 compared to the 10 for 17 on the Saints side.
The other part, too, is in the third quarter, the Bears were able to turn the Saints over. They had 8 of their 13 turnovers in the third quarter.
Couple three-pointers early, see if they can get her going again.
Need somebody to hit some shots from the outside, I think, if you're the Bears, and then get some stops.
Yeah, tough shot inside. Crooks off the pass, not able to do anything with it. Swings it out to Harmon. Tough shot, floater, knocks it down. Out back to McCray.
You're the Bears, you got to take advantage of this right now.
Yeah.
There's no Bird on the court, and you got to take advantage of this.
Yeah, deep shot from Cargo beyond the arc. Not able to get it. Oh, a really, really good shot there by Kalisha Hill. Really crafty. Kalisha Hill has got 12 points on the day. Excuse me, 10. That's going to be deflected out of bounds on McCray. So the ball's going to AB, what do the Bears need to do here?
Bears just they got to start making some shots, and then it's going to start defensively. They got to make some stops on the defensive end, turn that into quick offense, and it's not time to be perfect yet because you still have 6.5 minutes to go. There's a lot of time here in this game, but you're getting close. You got to start making some plays soon.
Yeah, 55% from beyond the arc for the Saints is really tough to compete with. Open shot by Lindstrom, should have took it. Harmon, open three, not enough. That's Von Shayla Webb able to dish it back out to Bird. Dishes it out. 2 open beyond the arc, and they're going to take advantage of that every time. Shariah Gaddy knocks stop, dribble, pass. Crooks not able to get that one to roll around. Good rebound by Webb. The Bears need to pass the ball and play fast to keep up with this team. Big three, can't defend it. Reagan McCray, that's going to call for a timeout. That's McCray's 20th points. She's 6 for 8 from beyond the arc. So tough to compete with. 5:28 left. And 60% from beyond the three-point line is unheard of. That's shooting really, really well, and it seems like whenever the Bears come to play at home, they have played really, really well today. 56 points. They're really close to their season average on the board, but when they come to the shoe, other teams seem to really be able to shoot that three ball really, really well.
I mean, this is a Bears team. They came in today. We're only shooting 29% from three. They're shooting better than that today. But this is also a Saints team, as you said, that was not shooting the ball too great. Only 32%, and today they're shooting 60% from three. That hurts. But it's the turnovers, and then we said it was going to be about Quinn Bird, and she's done it not just shooting the ball today, but with her passing. 8 assists. It seems like every time she throws it to somebody, they're in motion, they're ready to knock it down, and she's been the difference. The Bears did a good job in the first quarter to contain her. She wasn't making a lot of passes, didn't have any points. She made an adjustment, and it's really been affecting the Bears, and they haven't been able to shoot to keep themselves in this.
Yeah, and they haven't been able to rebound, getting out-rebounded 35-28 on the other side. Assists just about the same, 16 turnovers, right about at their season average. and just really tough with this press. They're not going north and south, and that's going to be Bird going after it. Got a mismatch here. Dillinger not taking it.
Just missed Hudson on the inside, and now if you're the Bears, you got to get a bucket here. You're running out of time. You got to make a move.
Hudson's got to stay in the game. She's looking a little bit irritated on the court. She's still got to be moving around and trying to make those plays for her team, even though she hasn't had the best day.
And I think that's going to start with the defense. They got to find a way to get some stops here, get out and running, and hit her in the transition, because that's when she finishes at her best.
Yeah, good movement by the Saints trying to create some is so good. And like you just said, they need to be better on the defensive side, and that's what's going to happen.
And back-to-back steals. Hudson again.
She's going to take it. Back-to-back shots, keeping her team in the game, down back to 10 points, 4 minutes left. She's got 22 on the day.
And a timeout called there, a good timeout by the Saints,
yeah.
As the defense of Hudson is what sparked this run real quick for the Bears. Trying to get some energy back in the building. You're going to have to do it defensively, down 12.
Got 12 points.
Bears don't have time right now to be passing up shots. Got to knock them down.
Yeah, Dillinger not used to playing that far out, but with how tough the Saints have been playing down inside, you really just got to take what's open. Both teams, 7 games left before the SAC tournament, and this was a big one for both. Limestone just being able to take their record in the right direction, and then Lenoir-Rhyne, just about every game is going to needs to be a win now to be able to qualify for the SAC tournament. And today's game was a big step up to see how they kind of mismatched with the other teams in the conference. Good steal there by Dillinger. But today was a really good opportunity to see where they're at, and they definitely have a couple more games to try and figure it out before the tournament, but they need to get it going quick.
Measuring stick game this was for the Bears, who have come in winning 3 out of their last 4, playing some pretty good basketball all around. Needed a win. You get a trap over there that leads to a timeout, but while we stay here, coming down to the final minute, and if you're the Bears, you have won 3 out of your last 4. You were looking for a little momentum, trying to get a big win against a team that you had played close early on in the season. You knew was a solid team, and, I mean, the shooting has been a problem, and the turnovers. Those are 2 things that the Bears are going to look at today when they rewatch this game, and they're just going to cringe.
Yeah, right on their season average for turnovers is 17. Really not – I mean, I think the Bears have played really, really well, and they have played the past 2 or 3 times they have at home, but the other team just comes shooting lights out, and that's so hard to keep up with. I mean, they're right on their average for points per game, which is 63, 76% from the free throw line. They've only taken 3 trips to the free throw line today, which is not normal for them. They usually get a lot of points off there. 36 rebounds per game, definitely under that and getting out-rebounded today. So that's been a big contributor to the Saints' offense. And really just getting outshot from beyond the arc. And we've seen that in the past couple games here.
And in the half-court set, it's been all about the three-point shooting. But the layups, the Bears have done a good job defensively of limiting it in the half-court to only being outside shots. It's tough when a team's knocking them down as well as they are. But the offensive turnovers leading to runouts has been a killer, because that's kind of been able to salvage points for the Saints. And Quinn Bird, she's been able to use her quickness all game as she turns the corner right there.
Yeah, really, really crafty. She's going to knock down another 2. 18 points for her.
Just so fast, so smart. And for the Bears, nobody else really showed up to the game to score except for Hudson. Harmon has 14. No other Bear has double digits. You flip that over to the Saints, and you've got 4 of them. in double figures. It's been a balanced attack, and the three-point shooting has helped that. It seems like everybody's hit a shot tonight for the Saints. And for the Bears, while everybody's shown up with a bucket, it's been only Hudson kind of carrying the load consistently. Harmon hasn't got some shots to fall. Dillinger not able to get hers to fall. Stoll just not able to get some threes to fall.
Yeah, Stoll and Lindstrom really have been the Bears' biggest contributor beyond the three-point mark. But Harmon, just a really, really dynamic player. But if she's off, then the Bears are really going to struggle. We're seeing that McClung on the defensive side grabs it. She's going to dish it out, and just not a great pass there. 17 seconds left. Just trying to run out the clock here. Shot clock is off, but Hudson's going to foul. Hudson, 20 points on the day, 9 for 13 from the field. And she was the only Bear to go to the free throw line for today, and she was 2 for 3, added 4 rebounds and 2 assists as well. She's definitely going to be our player of the game for LR, but on the other side, the Saints, McCray went 7 for 9 from beyond the three-point mark, and that's 21 points for her. And then Quinn Bird, just electric all day, 4 for 6 from beyond the arc as well, 18 points. 9 assists for Bird as well, 3 rebounds. She had 8 turnovers, but you wouldn't tell that by the score. Just a really dominant day by the Saints.
I mean, just all around for the Saints, they hit on every – and they hit on every part of their game. They really were able to dominate in a lot of areas. And the shooting is the first thing that steps out. McCray, she couldn't miss. Early on, she hit a couple big ones. And then it seemed like once they finally got a couple threes to fall and got the outside, Bird was able to use her speed, take advantage of the turnovers. And for the Bears, Hudson, she was the only factor all game consistently. Tough one, but you got to take it and move on to the next one.
Yeah, really tough day for the Bears, but really good shooting on the other side. The Saints win 81-66, and if you stick around here at about 25 minutes, the men's game will begin. And as you're looking at the stats there from the first game, and the biggest difference is that three-point percentage, and we've talked about that the whole game. And if you'll stick around, men coming up here in about 25 minutes. And from me and Anthony Brown, thanks for showing up today in today's Play for K game, and we'll see you next time.